First off, thank you for doing this. I was just talking before you came on, saying the last time I spoke to you was the last time I think you were at Comiccon, which was in 2019. And during that appearance here...
So I'm going to do this again I'm going to do this again in 6 years.
In 2031. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah. You won't remember this, but the time you were on, I had Larry King in studio as a live guest. He was here doing something with Jackie Robinson. There was a foundation that had been put together. You ended up being on the same phone call, and the two of you went back and forth. It's one of my favorite moments here. So I should actually send that to you if you'd like to hear it. Yeah.
I admired him.
Yeah, we lost him in 2021, I think, right?
So listen.
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. I'm coming to Montreal.
I know. I'm so excited. You're coming back to Montreal.
I've never left, really.
Oh, that's
nice. There are footprints in Notre Dame de Grasse that will never expire. Where am I going, and when am I going?
You're going to Palais des Congrès. You'll be doing that July 5th and 6th, so in about another week or so from now.
Okay, great. Right, so your audience knows.
Happy to help.
But I'll be there at that time.
Yes, that's true. Now, that aside, because there are a lot of people at Montreal's Comic-Con.
No, that's it.
That's not, okay, that's it. Can I ask a couple of questions that are not Comic-Con related?
I hope so.
Okay. Can I start with one? I started talking about the fact that I own Boston Legal on DVD. I think it was the best TV show that I can remember in the last, I don't know how many years.
Wow.
No, really. Denny Crane, one of the
most... I don't mind you promoting that.
One of the most...
I don't mind you saying
I'm doing it. Denny Crane, the character you played on that show, the most sublime... lovable in the strangest kind of way character that I can remember on a TV show. And I'm just wondering, when you look back on what you've done in your career, and you've done so much, Star Trek was in the 60s, and it was weird when I looked it up. It only ran for 3 or 4 years, yet here you are 30, 40 years later, right? And still doing all kinds of different work. When you did Boston...
I know, it's so...
It's remarkable. It's remarkable. It truly is.
Okay, it's remarkable.
Thank you. If you look back on what you've done, all the different things you've done, what did you have? What did you enjoy the most? Can you actually say one particular one over another?
Going to McGill.
Other than going to McGill. Work you've done professionally. Yes, other than going to McGill. Professional work in the business, in Hollywood.
Oh, in Hollywood. I don't think of things that way.
No?
For example, the most important thing in my life right now is talking to you and trying to make it as entertaining and knowledgeable as possible. I don't think like 20 years ago I did. That's not the way my mind works.
Mm-hmm. So I would ask you then, if I can, you make appearances here and there at things like Comic-Con. You're a relatively young man of 94. What do you want to do next?
Well, I've got a number of things going on. I got an album that Robert Chernow and I wrote the lyrics to, that Brad Paisley is doing the music to, that is being mixed right now, so it'll be out in the next while. I just finished this weekend an engagement in the theater in Seattle with Neil deGrasse Tyson, where we just we sat on stage and talked and had specific things to say about science and about life and about our relationship, Neil and my relationship, that was very popular. We got great notices and a big ovation, and we're thinking of doing it again, maybe even in Montreal. And then I've got a show on that's gotten very popular called The Unexplained, and we're talking about another show about science. Let's see, what else am I doing? I'm going to the Galapagos in a couple of months. I just came back from the Antarctic.
Wow.
Let's see, I'm going to go to Montreal in a couple of weeks and appear in front of an audience and see my sister. And I'm going to lunch with a business manager and talk about investment.
All right. You're going to the Galapagos?
That's my life. Yeah, I'm going to go to Galapagos in November.
Because it's something you've always wanted to do, or is this work-related?
Well, I can't say I always wanted to do, but now that it's been suggested that I do, it's really what I want to do.
Listen, I would ask you as well, you had a chance to go up in space, and I remember at the time when you came back, you said it had been profoundly moving. Can you explain that? I mean, and is that still something you carry with you?
Well, absolutely. The problem is, tell you the whole story, it'd take longer than the interview, and then to demean it by saying it was wonderful or exciting gives you a one-word answer that doesn't approach. Let's just say that I've been an ecologist for, ever since I read Rachel Carson's book, The Silent Spring, about 60 years ago. So I've been promoting the idea that we're polluting the earth, and now we're polluting it even more. And so I saw the incredible vulnerability of our planet emphatically by seeing it from space.
Wow. Okay, I think I can understand just how moving that must have been. Do you actually think there'll come a time when I say we, just anybody who can want to go would be able to go up to space? You think that's a day close by, or is that still a long, long way away?
Well, I don't know why they would want to. It's very unhealthy up there. I mean, if you're going to go around the Earth a couple of times and you want to pay whatever you pay, that's cool. But I mean, like going to Mars, the question I kept coming back to with Neil deGrasse Tyson on stage, and it was like a question that was, what's the word? It was spoken in some jest. Why do we want to go to Mars? There are some specific answers, but the real answer, which is discovery, is we want to discover Mars. But can we do that with robots rather than risking human life?
Right.
And that's an interesting question to be debated.
Listen, I wish we had more time. I very much appreciate your time. I will let people know again that you will be here July 5th, July 6th.
I appreciate you making the time for me on your busy program. The audience should know that I'm coming to town in a couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Can I ask you one last question before I let you go? Before Mark Carney became prime minister, and the whole idea with Donald Trump talking about annexation, you ended up on a Fox News program and put a plug in for Canada. I want to play people this clip and just have you comment on it if you don't mind, Brian.
I'm going to say to Carney, do a real estate deal. Make a counter offer. Let's offer to the United States to be the 11th province.
Did you ever manage to talk to Mark Carney?
No, he's too busy. But I thought, since Trump is a real estate guy,
yeah, sure,
maybe he'd turn over the United States to Canada.
Yeah. How do you feel about all this now that annexation doesn't seem to be coming up anymore? Canada-U.S. relations, I mean, you're a proud Canadian.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's about the only word to come up with.
Yeah, Mr. Shatner, as always, I appreciate your time. When you're here, if you'd love to come by, we'd love to have you again. So thank you so much. And
well, why did you come? Why did you come visit me at the where I'm going to be?
Comiccon. I guess we could do that.
Come to Comiccon with a microphone.
Very well.
Be fun.
Okay, I look forward to it, and I thank you again. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
William Shatner. He's 94. I should have asked a question about retirement because apparently that word does not exist in his lexicon, but maybe I can ask that when he comes to town. So there you go. The one, the only William Shatner, an amazing man.